Hi and welcome to Friday's live trading video. Hope you're very well. Following on from Wednesday's video, I know there was loads of comments on Wednesday's videos. We'll do an update on that chart next week on next week's midweek video that I do. I'll cover that off with you next week. Right. Anyway, but it's live trade Friday, so looking for potential trades here. There's two potential trades here this morning. There's one on the euro and there's one on dollar CAD. It's looking at the moment like I'm going to be going for dollar CAD. It's having a nice roll down here. As you can see, this is an hourly chart. So what I'm going to be looking for is a little bit of a retrace in order to get short. That's going to be the idea. So watch this space. I'll come back to this as and when we're ready. Okay, so just back here, and yeah, so I'm looking at this dollar CAD. I'm looking at an entry at around about 131.43 is my entry. This is the hourly chart again of dollar CAD. We've got the potentials to come down to these lows. It's rolling over here. It's down. I don't think my daily charts are showing on eSignal this morning. eSignal's having some technical issues today. Or this morning at least. This is a 4-hour chart of dollar CAD. So again, you know, it's having lots of attempts on the 4-hour 50. I'm aware of this, that you know it's having a fair enough. I could put a trend line across these highs as well. So I'm aware of all of that, but it still had a half decent down bar on the 4-hour charts here. The hourly charts are all down. We've got momentum is to the downside, so we get a bit of a retrace. Then I think it's worth a short. So I'm just waiting for that retrace right now. Okay, so the dollar CAD is nearly there. I'm looking at 131.40 as the first, putting an entry in. So at least I've got an entry there. If it can come up to my little 8 a.m. pivot here at 43, which also ties in with my outer band here at 43, then I'll put another entry or two in there as well. So that's the plan. With a stop just above the hourly bar there, just at the hourly high here. And I'll just put the stop up there. So this one, it's a momentum play, so it shouldn't need too much of a retrace. If it comes up as far as that, I don't want to be in it. It's not all of a sudden it's not a momentum play anymore. It's doing something else. So we'll see how we go. Just waiting here, nearly there. I'll press pause while we're waiting. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nearly there, folks. So just getting ready. If I can see 131.40 on the sell, then I will get the first unit in there, and then I'll add units. There we go, 39.9. So the first unit is in short at 131.39.9, and like I've been saying, I will put the other unit or two in up here at 43. Okay, so the reason I put that first unit in is just in case. Sometimes it might only come up because that was where the prior low was on the hourly charts. Now it's coming straight up anyway. Just in case, I'll put a second unit in for now, and we'll just watch this in a minute if we can get to the black line. Yeah, sometimes you just want to stagger your entries because well, you might as well. So just in case it'd have only just hit those prior lows and then rolled over. So we're just looking for it to see if it can come up to this. The usual 8 a.m. pivot here. So an 8 a.m. pivot is just a 4-hour pivot that comes in at 8 a.m. So that's a 4-hour pivot there. So I'm just looking for that. And so we're into the sell zone here. As I've said, if you look at the hourly chart, just want to wait in here. The hourly chart, we've already just come up into that zone, hence why I put that first unit in, just in case, because sometimes it happens where it doesn't get up to your other level that you're looking for, and then it just rolls over, and then you miss out entirely. So that's why I put that first unit in there. And now I'm just gonna have to wait for the next entry. Didn't quite get there, so could end up being a good example of that. Of either sitting there and missing out entirely, or if it did roll over, at least I've got something in, but we'll see. Okay, I'll press pause for now while we're waiting. Stops are going to be, oh yeah, let's put the stop in. Good idea, Charlie. Let's get the stop in. So let's bring the thing up. So I'm going to put the stop up at this high here on the hourly chart, which is at 131.55. 131.55. So it has to go above 131.55 on my platform, which means it needs to go to 131.56 pretty much anyway. So the stop is actually, I say 131.55, that's just the way it works on my platform here, but it's actually effectively at 131.56. Okay, so I'll just press pause while I'm waiting to see if I can get this second entry in. Okay, let's get the second unit in at 43. So I've got the second unit in, and then I'll put a third unit in if we can get up to the upper bands on my 30-minute chart. Okay, so that's how I'm staggering them this morning actually. Third unit will be at the upper band of the 30-minute time frame there. So at least I've got 2 units in for now, and we'll see if there's going to be a third unit as well yet. Staggering the units here today, but the momentum's all to the downside on the dollar CAD at the moment. So it's the right trade to take. The momentum to the downside, have a retrace, you sell it, and so it's just a case of seeing how it's going to pan out, isn't it? So we shall see. I'll press pause for now. Stay on it. Okay, just back, and as we can see, this is the hourly chart here. The dollar CAD has come down from those entries. So let's go back to those entries from earlier. Let's just make sure this is scale that price data a bit better. There we go. So remember, the entries were at 40 and 43, weren't they? So it's making a bit of a meal of it today. We're only at 33 now, but anyway, the dollar CAD. I've been sat here chatting with the guys in the trading room, having some great discussions here this morning. But no, there's not really doing too much with this dollar CAD at this moment. I'm about to take my morning break. That first target remains my purple line down here, which relates to this low here. So that would be the first target. It's around about 131.18, and then the second target is a bit lower down towards 131, although the option is to come out at this purple line here, which relates to this low. But that's if it can do that. We don't know what it's going to do yet. It's been a bit of a slow burner, so it's the right thing. We had the down move, we've had the retrace, we've shorted the retrace. Can it carry on rolling over or what? We'll have to see. But at least I've given you an update there. I'll be back as and when we see some more. Okay, just back, and look what's happened to dollar CAD. So it's creeping its way all down all morning, and we've got the news just about to come out in a few minutes time, but it's already turned around way before that, and it's stopped me out on my short. So let's have a look at the positions there. So we had those 2 entries, if you remember from this morning, at just under 131.40 and 131.43, and I've just been stopped out on those 2 positions. Well, I say just several minutes ago. So for a loss of £189 on those 2 positions. So and look at the dollar CAD turn. See a Hunt Trader. So an amazing. Sorry, just saying goodbye to one of our members there. Amazing turnaround, but ahead of this news that's about to come. I don't really have much else, I don't think, to get my teeth into, but we'll see. It's a lovely bar. I was just saying to the guys in the trading room here, it's a beautiful bar, but to find a risk-reward opportunity on the back of such a big bar is a lot more difficult. It's not to say that it can't carry on going higher once that news is out, and maybe this afternoon, but there's certainly it's moving around a lot. We can see here there's a lot of movement coming into dollar CAD here, but very difficult to, once this bar closes, to do anything with it. So anyway, I'll press pause for now, but I suspect that's going to be it for the day. Okay, I was just chatting with the guys there. I'm going to call it a day here. We're at 1:45. The dollar CAD's having this beautiful run to the upside, but I can't justify getting in to find some sort of risk-reward ratio trade on it. So I'm going to leave it at that. The other markets aren't doing that much for me to warrant doing anything with those, so I'm just going to stick with that, and just say, right, I've had that one trade on dollar CAD, it couldn't follow through to the downside, and it's done this huge reversal, so I'll leave it at that. I'll see you middle of next week for an update on the video that I did this week.